SEO in 2025 is changing drastically. Whilst everyone's fighting over the same tired SEO tactics, I've spent the last 12 months discovering what's actually driving revenue for e-commerce brands right now. In this video, I'm revealing the exact strategies that increased our clients' organic revenue by an average of 143% in 2024. And these strategies are going to be even more powerful in 2025 and 2026. This isn't any theory. These are proven tactics from managing £1.5 million in e-commerce SEO campaigns at my agency ClickSlice. I've analyzed over 200 e-commerce sites in the last year, and there's a clear divide forming. Brands that are adapting to these changes are seeing absolutely explosive growth, while the outdated strategies are struggling to maintain the visibility. The good news, most of your competitors are literally still using playbooks from 2 to 3 years ago. Today, I'm giving you the 5 most important e-commerce SEO tips for generating more revenue for your store. I'm also going to be sharing a bonus tip at the end for a completely new traffic source that most brands aren't even aware of yet. Tip number 1, search intent optimization. Let's start with the biggest fundamental shift in e-commerce SEO. Understanding and optimizing for search intent. Here's what most brands get wrong. They focus on search volume instead of search intent, which means they target high volume keywords that bring in tons of traffic, but these keywords don't drive any sales. It's like inviting 1,000 vegetarians to your steakhouse. Sure, you've got traffic, but nobody's gonna buy what you're selling. The truth is, not all traffic is created equal. We've found that properly matching content to the search intent can literally double and sometimes even triple your website's conversion rate. So how do you identify high converting search intent? First, you wanna break your keywords down by intent category. You've got informational type keywords, such as how to choose a mattress. You've got navigational keywords, such as Casper's website mattress. Then you've got commercial, best memory foam mattress. And lastly, you've got transactional intent keywords, such as buy king size mattress online. The gold is in the commercial and the transactional intent. These are the searches made by people who literally have the credit card in their hand, ready to make a purchase. We had a client selling office furniture in the UK who came to us from a previous agency. They were ranking for ergonomic chair, but they weren't converting that well. When we dug deeper into the campaign and the keywords, we found out they weren't targeting high intent variations such as buy ergonomic office chair or best ergonomic chair for back pain. We then raised this with them and we asked them, why did you only focus on the main keywords with the largest search volume? And they said, well, that's the answer, because it has the largest search volume. And this is something I hear too many brands say far too often, and it's such a big thing that so many brands get wrong. It's not just about targeting the broadest keywords and bringing in the most amount of traffic. You need to focus on acquiring the right type of traffic, not just the vanity type. We shifted the strategy and optimized the site for more longer tail keywords, and they generated an additional 182 sales in the next 2 months. Additional, just for making some small tweaks on the keywords. Crazy, right? You see, 100 visitors with intent who are ready to make a purchase is worth way more to you as a brand owner than 1,000 visitors who are higher up the purchase funnel and just browsing your content. The next tip might surprise you. Tip number 2, category page supremacy. If you're still focusing the bulk of your SEO efforts on product pages, then you are leaving a massive amount of money on the table. The biggest shift we've seen in the last 12 months is the growing importance of category pages. Here's why category pages are now the real revenue drivers. They target broader commercial keywords with higher search volumes. They also give customers multiple options, increasing the chances of a conversion. And they allow you to rank for dozens of related keywords all on one single page. Let me show you what a properly optimized category page actually looks like. First, structure is crucial. Your category pages should have a clear, benefit-driven headline that includes your primary keyword. Below that, you'd have your high-quality product images above the fold. And of course, you want to make sure you have product filtering options that match how your customers search. Below your products, you want to have a detailed category description. This is the part that most brands actually get wrong. They just chuck literally a massive wall of text below the products. It looks horrible, it doesn't convert, and it pushes users away. You want to make sure you style this content is comprehensive and it actually gives your users some more information to help them make the right purchase decision. The image you just saw on your screen is actually a screenshot from our client's category page. Have a look at how that page ranks on Google in the US for the main keywords. Our client now ranks in the top position for all of the target keywords, and organic revenue is at an all-time high. It's easy when you have a proven formula. My next tip goes against what most SEO gurus are teaching right now, but I'll show you exactly why the old approach is getting worse, while this new change in approach is actually future-proofed. Tip number 3, branded link building. Long gone are the days of link building spam and over-optimization on your anchor text. Remember the good old days of using exact match anchors and spamming your way to the top of Google? Unfortunately, Google's algorithm has grown up a lot since those days. Now, and going forward, you want to do things a little bit more different to get the best results. Previously, we saw brands going extremely hard, extremely aggressive when it comes to using anchor text. They would literally link to the product and category pages 10 times and say the same thing. However, you no longer need to do this. In some cases, we actually rarely use exact match anchors. You see, if you optimize your page correctly and have lots of supporting blog content with relevant links or internally linking back to your main category page, then Google already understands what your page is about. There's no need to go excessive on the link building and try and push more relevancy across to your page. We've actually noticed at the agency when brands come to us and they've done this, they are now taking way longer to recover from undoing this work, which has a massive impact on how long it takes to increase your organic revenue. The brands that are winning right now in Google, these are the ones who are leaning more towards a branded link building strategy approach. And the great thing about using branded anchors is you're essentially future-proofing your website from any future core algorithm updates that target over optimization when it comes to the link building side of your SEO campaign. We all remember the Google Penguin algo updates, to say the least. Tip number 4, technical SEO priorities. Let's talk about technical SEO, but let's focus on what actually matters when it comes to increasing your bottom line. Now, I'm about to share something that might challenge what you've heard elsewhere. Forget the core web vitals, forget page speed optimization, just drop that obsession for a second. There's a much bigger technical issue that's costing you tons of money every single year, which is indexation efficiencies. We're seeing so many e-commerce sites wasting the crawl budget on low value pages. And e-com stores are notorious for having thousands of pages across the overall domain. We actually onboarded a client earlier in this year who had over 40,000 pages on their website, but only 2,000 of those pages were actually driving them revenue. They had an additional 8,000 pages that we found in Google Search Console that Google wasn't even aware of, and these pages weren't in Google's index. By implementing proper canonical tags and robot directives, along with XML sitemap optimization, we reduced the index pages by 60% and increased organic traffic by 32%. How? Because Google was spending more time crawling and understanding the high value pages. The second part to technical SEO that actually matters is your website silo structure, which is basically just a fancy word for your website's navigation and your site structure as a whole. E-commerce sites often use faceted navigation to improve the user experience, allowing shoppers to filter by size, color, and price, right? As that is the way we shop as consumers. The problem with this is that every filter you add within a view of a product, such as t-shirts, creates a new URL with a different parameter, leading to massive duplication and wasted crawl budget issues. To keep this under control, I recommend removing empty values from your parameters, use canonical tags where applicable, and make sure you maintain a consistent parameter across all of your different URLs. It can also help to block unnecessary parameter URLs via the robots.txt file. The next tip is a game changer that so many brands completely overlook. Tip number 5, merchant center optimization. Most e-commerce SEO strategies fail to generate results as they're based on outdated dinosaur strategies. But the problem with this is search is evolving faster and faster every single year. How Google looked 5 years ago is completely different to how Google looks now. When you search for your main product keyword in Google, you see shopping ads at the top, paid search below, organic listings below that, and then below organic, you have your merchant center listings. To stay competitive and to make the most revenue from e-commerce SEO in 2025 and beyond, you need to make sure that your brand shows up in every organic search position available. That includes a merchant center section. The problem? Most agencies only optimize for the standard organic search section, which means you're leaving so much money on the table for your competitors to come in and simply steal it. In 2025, you need to make sure you're optimizing your website for the merchant center listings. Let me walk you through how you can do that. Image quality and competitive pricing matters when it comes to ranking in the merchant center section, but I'm assuming you already have both of these nailed down. Where most brands go wrong is with the titles of the products. They typically follow a format like this: brand name plus the product type, then plus the key features, and then plus the size of the colors. However, the approach we should take should be the same as we take with traditional SEO, where we front load our keyword at the start of the product title to push more keyword triggering more proactively. So here's a format you should be using instead. Start with your product type / your keyword, then go into your key features, your size, your color, followed by your brand last. Unless you're a big brand, adding your brand name at the start does little to no value in terms of generating more clicks. When it comes to your product title name, you typically have 150 characters you can use. However, only the first 70-ish characters are visible in search, so bear that in mind. If you're selling bathroom vanity units, then literally start your product title with that name, bathroom vanity units. Something to avoid we've seen that has actually a negative impact on your visibility within the merchant center listing is keyword stuffing. Never ever do this, no matter how much of a good idea you think it is. Only include your keyword once within your product title name. Make sure you also avoid excessive capitalization on your words as well, as it just looks spammy and is unnatural. And it goes without saying, keep your listings as accurate and up to date as possible. If you get this wrong, no matter what you do above, it won't matter. Here's a bonus tip that will put you ahead of the curve for 2025. Optimizing your website and your content for large language models such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, you name it. AI search is rapidly transforming how people search and discover products online. According to recent data, over 30% of Gen Zs already start their product research with AI assistants rather than traditional search engines. While While traditional SEO relies heavily on backlinks and domain authority, AI systems often don't prioritize that. They prioritize content that they can confidently cite when responding to user queries, which means citations have become a crucial currency in this new search ecosystem. To rank in AI search and take advantage of this additional traffic, here's what I recommend. Study which sources AI systems frequently cite for keywords that are relevant for your niche. Next, you want to analyze the format, depth, and structure of these highly cited pages. Lastly, all you want to do is create similar high-quality citable content for your own website too. You can even take this a step further and reach out to those frequently cited websites for potential features or guest post content opportunities. Another effective tactic is creating comprehensive content that addresses common questions, misconceptions, and also provides nuanced perspectives on industry topics. When AI systems need to present balanced viewpoints, they're way more likely to cite your content if it's structured in this format. And it goes without saying, freshness signals matter too. Content with a clear publication date and recent updates tend to perform better in AI systems when the information is current and up to date. In this evolving landscape of search, you are not just competing for traditional rankings. You're competing to be the most site-worthy source in your niche, whilst also maintaining strong visibility in traditional search results at the same time. We've already started doing this for a handful of clients at the agency, and the results are absolutely insane. We have the products being recommended by ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity, and all these other AI search tools too, and it's generating a completely new search traffic source for them. We're seeing 10% more clicks to the website from these AI search engines, and it's just the early days. The brands that optimize for AI search will now have a tremendous advantage as these platforms continue to grow in popularity and to send more traffic to these websites. The e-commerce landscape is more competitive than ever, but also more opportunity rich for brands that have the know-how. If you're an e-com brand and you need help scaling your organic traffic and revenue, we are offering a free limited number of SEO strategy calls. On these calls, my team will analyze your current e-commerce SEO performance, will identify your biggest revenue opportunities, and create a customized roadmap for implementation. Click the link in the description below to book your free strategy call today. If you found this video valuable, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. I publish new e-commerce SEO strategy videos